Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maggie's Possum Journey. It was our day 2 at Munnar, and thank you so much for giving your love to the first video of our Munnar journey. Well, after the hectic start of Munnar, we were all refreshed and all freshened up for this new day and to gear up and to see the beauty of Munnar that was installed for us. So we geared up in the morning and we didn't know what was fresh for us. But to begin with, a good morning from Maggie. So first in the morning, we decided to first have a good morning walk around the resort, around the neighborhood. And Maggie, as you can see, is absolutely delighted to see the nature. And why not? The nature was at its best. So we realized after a point of time that actually our resort was not in the main heart of the city, but rather a little on the hilltop. And that's why probably the nature was even more fresh, the breeze were even more fresher, and we had to explore this place. Maggie's tiredness was out in the morning. She's mostly the freshest in the morning, and she loves these walks. And we as well had really a very good time exploring the places. There were trees and we observed many birds of different kinds, really exotic ones, but we didn't know the names of any of them. But anyway, we had a very good time observing them, and these few had to just run around and just observe around the place. So we told Maggie, why don't you go around and give us a pose to actually keep this travel very memorable. As you can all see, Madam is all ready and all posed for the camera. She by now knows when to give us a pose, and she's rather happy and obliges us every time. So even if it's on hills, on mountains, or just a bench, you just need to tell her, Maggie, let's shoot you, and she's all ready. It is quite unbelievable, but that's true. Well, our resort was in the midst of everything, and my parents, as you can see, were not laid behind. They got ready and were very happy while they were coming for breakfast. You can see them. They were exploring the places as well. My father could recognize a lot of plants and some things which were unique to the nature. There was this bird's nest that they finally got hold of, and my father actually wanted me to capture this. Well, it's actually a bird's nest, but this one, I think, is an artificial one. But nevertheless, that made him happy and made us happy as well. So then we told Maggie, now that you have had your walk, why don't you run around? We have such a lot of place. And of course, we just had to tell her this. She just ran from one place to the other. After she finished off with all of this, we told her, Maggie, grab a good breakfast. You need that. You need a lot of energy. She had a good hearty breakfast. She had a lot of water. And then it was time for us as well to grab a good breakfast and gear up for the day. But when we were getting ready, we told Maggie, would you like to come with us? And you would be rather surprised that Maggie actually was not in the mood to leave for the day. Now you would say that how did we know? But on the other hand, people who have pets in their house would actually know that there is an amazing chemistry or a communication, call it what you may, between the pet parents and their pets in the house. So Maggie gave us this clear indication that she wants to rest in the house, repair her body, and then leave. So we told her, okay, we will let you sleep for today. And we left to explore this beautiful place of Munnar. As you can see, it was our first location was this lake, which just took our breath away. It was so serene, so quiet, and surprisingly, very few people actually went there, which was quite a surprise. Probably we started off very early in the morning. Well, after the last day's episode, my husband this time said that let us hire a car and we'll go there. He was not in the mood to drive. Well, we all pitched in and we said we must get a hired car and you also must enjoy the trip rather than driving all the way through. And then from one breathtaking serene beauty to the other. And when I saw this, my eyes were so mesmerized. And all I could think of was the song Kashmir tu मैं कन्याकुमारी नॉर्थ साउथ की कट गई देखो दूरी ही सारी. You must have heard of this song. And why was I thinking of this song? Because it was actually shot in this location. So it kept reminding me of the scenes of the beautiful movie. And of course, it was even more pleasant to watch. There were waterfalls on the way, but due to the season not being monsoon and winters rather, we got a little glimpse of the water. But nevertheless, the fact that actually we had this waterfall on the way, we stopped by and we looked at it. There were so many things local that we had to look at. Can you see these? I had to stop at them. And I asked these people, what are these local things? Looks like fruits, vegetables, chilies, plums, cherries, lychees. So they said, yes, you're right. They are actually just these simple plain things actually soaked only in salt water, and it's actually a great delicacy in Kerala. Well, I looked at them, but I love the pineapple of the lot. Have you tried the pineapple of Kerala? It is just so amazing, and the best ones that you have in India. Then our last stop was at this dam. Oh, this place was so breathtaking. I can probably just show you the beauty of it, and you can just have a look at how pleasant it looks. But the breeze, the amazing fresh breeze that was blowing there, I wish you could feel all of this. So if you all have not been to Munnar, you must make it in your bucket list, because it's one of those places of India that must be cherished, must be seen by us. It was so amazing. My parents were absolutely transported to a different world altogether, seeing the serene beauty. We decided to just sit by this beautiful lake. It was not really a river, but a lake that we sat in, the backside of a dam. And we just decided to stare at those mountains, those clouds that gave us so many memories back. A lot of poetry that actually also came to our heads. Every time my husband and I were missing Maggie, but then we reassured ourselves that Maggie must be having a very good time at home sleeping. Maggie is quite used to sleeping all by herself, even when we are out for our offices. Now she has made peace with it, and now that Maggie is growing up, she's actually used to spending some quality time with herself, and she loves to rest during the day. So we headed from one tea estate to the other, and the greeneries and the well-kept tea estates were amazing. There were many times that we went to the eastern part of India where tea estates were very popular, but during winters we have never seen such luscious green tea estates ever. So after having a wonderful day, we were back to our resort. And this is the view of our balcony, where also we could see the mountains if you would sit with a cup of tea, which was amazing. We got back and we asked Maggie, we missed you so much. How have you been? And my madam was absolutely doing what we expected. She slept, and she didn't sleep alone. Can you see? She has her little toy meow with her. We had a very good time seeing Maggie, that she was all sorted. And then we told her, okay, Maggie, now it's time for your second trip into the resort. This resort of ours was built in a mountain, and that's why it had a very cavish look. So we went on to different parts of the resort, seeing how they were built. And Maggie, of course, was having a ball, seeing different flowers, different fruits, different kind of birds chirping, and some insects also caught her interest. So now you would gradually know how geared up Maggie is, because she decided to have a race with Papa back to the main room. And here they go. Where are they? And you will see them running in a bit. Well, even I'm waiting for them. So I counted 1, 2, 3, and yes, they were all ready. So in the evening, we decided to go out and take Maggie out in the car. And she was in the full mood of enjoying herself and having a ball. If you all enjoyed this wonderful episode of Maggie's life, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are going to be ready for the next day, and I promise you Maggie is going to be more into the next vlog, because she is all geared up for the next day. But till then, do let me know how did you like the journey and so far. And now, bye bye, hugs from Maggie.